The entrepreneur made the necessary accommodations in his calendar. Now, if that doesn't make any sense to you, it shows you why intelligibility is affected by stress. This was the actual sentence that I said. In order to understand stress, we first have to understand syllables. Let's do some practice together. How many syllables are in these words? Seat. One opening, two vowels, still one syllable. Throughout. Two openings, two syllables, four vowels. Interdisciplinary. Ooh, seven openings. Interdisciplinary. Seven vowels, but seven syllables. In the word wonderful, there are three parts or syllables to the word, and one of these parts stands out. That one part or syllable that stands out is called the stressed syllable. And if you've ever struggled with finding the syllable, I have a couple tricks to help you. One simple strategy is just to clap to the beat that you hear. So in the word wonderful, wonderful, 3. Another strategy that really does help is to notice how your jaw opens for every syllable. It's because vowels generally produce a more open mouth or jaw position than consonants. It's a very small movement, but something you can count. So in the word wonderful, you'll notice 3 little jaw openings. Something to make note of, though, is that it's not counting vowels, because it's more about the vowel sound. In spelling, we might use 1, 2, or 3 vowels to make one vowel sound. Let's quiz ourselves on how many syllables are in these words. I'll give you the answers after. Alphabetical, 5. Caught, 1. Community, 4. Company, 3. Information, 4. Momentarily, 5. People, 2. Refrigerator, 5. Rehabilitation, 6. Reliability, 6. Responsibility, 6. Temporary, 4. Today, 2. Tomorrow, 3. Yes, 1. Yesterday, 3. So now let's talk about stress. Not all of the syllables in those words were equal. Luckily, a word with one syllable doesn't require you to choose any stress. But for all the multisyllabic words, we do have to choose one syllable to stress. Stress is used to emphasize one of the syllables, so it is very strongly contrasted with another. English has primary stress, secondary stress, and weak stress. Typically, secondary stress isn't something you have to think about too much. There's not much to do there. But when it comes to primary stress, that takes a bit more effort to make the primary and weak really, really contrast. Stress means that that particular syllable or vowel is stretched a bit longer, it's produced a bit louder, and it's sung a little bit higher. I tend to recommend to my clients to really just focus on the higher pitch because when you do sing, you tend to stretch vowels and you tend to sing a bit louder. So when you're singing or adding that higher pitch on the stressed syllable, it does take care of all three. And to contrast that with weak stress, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to make those vowels really short, almost imperceptible. We're going to make them quiet, and we're definitely not going to sing them. And what you might notice is that what I'm really describing is a schwa. A schwa is just a really quick sound. It's neutral, very quiet, really quick. So in the word America, you might notice that one of the syllables is really, really sung and quite clear. America. And the other three syllables are really quick, they're not sung, and something strange is happening to those vowels. They're being neutralized to a schwa. America. So that brings me to the English word stress rules. So rule number 1 is if the word is a noun, so something you can touch, a person, a place, a thing, that is going to have stress in the first syllable. So words like people, 2-syllable words, the first syllable is stressed, and neighbor. And the same can be said for adjectives when we describe a noun. And an example of an adjective is pretty or clever. That description is going to have stress in the first syllable. And of course, in English, there are always exceptions to the rule. So there are a list of words that you're going to want to either write down or screenshot just to be aware of them and have them in your back pocket to know they're breaking the rules. These are the words: hotel, guitar, exam, police, concise, extreme. Rule number 2. So on the other hand, words that are verbs and prepositions. So verbs being action words or states of being, something you can do. Examples might be prepare or decide. And prepositions referring to positioning. An example of a preposition might be behind or between. So for verbs and prepositions, the stress is usually on that second syllable when they're 2-syllable words. And just like with nouns and adjectives, there are some examples of exceptions for this list. Here are a list of very common English words that break the rules for verbs and prepositions. You probably want to take a note of this, screenshot it, write them down, whatever you need to do. But these are the words to know: open, listen, enter, follow, offer, order, practice, promise, argue, answer, challenge, gather, manage, measure. Now let's quiz ourselves on our knowledge of word stress. Identify if the word is a noun or an adjective, or is it a verb or a preposition, and then decide which of the syllables are we going to stress. And don't worry, I'll give you the answer after. Buy the purple grapes. Check out my shiny new car. Go against the grain. He plays the guitar. I bought a new iPad. I passed my exam. I stayed at a hotel. I want to believe that's true. I'll have to include an attachment. I'll provide the list tomorrow. I'm so hungry. And this is a little practice break right now. If you found even a little bit of this to be a helpful exercise for you and you've learned something, like this video. And if you think, you know what, I'd like to know more about English stress rules and master this skill for myself, then just subscribe, because I'm going to have lots and lots of videos on stress and intonation and everything you want to know about English pronunciation. Thank you for doing that. Let's get back to practicing. It flew above the clouds. Look through the window. She placed it behind the desk. Thank the police. That's a long sentence. The printer's jammed. Watch out for the lion. What a happy child. You're a great speaker. Things are going to get a bit harder here. Now I have some sentences with two options. Which syllable will you choose to stress? Let's try. If the weather allows, I'll become a master at it. Let's begin the lesson. What a scary movie. He was such a helpful tutor. It's a common problem. She felt happy among her friends. He walked around the corner. Is there something between my teeth? That's very extreme weather. Open the door and enter the room. And if you want even more practice just like this, go to my website. The link is below. There you'll be able to find my book, audiobook, or masterclass. And if you want a free downloadable exercise to go with this video, first like this video, then head over to my website with the link below and access it there. And now you might be asking yourself, well, what's next? What's my next level to master? Then you're going to want to click on this video, because that's where I'm going to discuss the next most important word stress rules to know, so that you can speak with impact, with clarity and confidence in English. So I'll see you there.